YouTube, what it do, and what it don't do, man. It's your boy Self-Conscious, and I'm tapping in with a live stream video. Guys, I told y'all this morning was the morning. I wanted to drop a bomb on y'all, bro. And the reason why I'm running this video for a reason. Because I'm finna prove to the haters and the now sales out there. I want y'all to see exactly why Donald Trump won this election. That's what I want y'all to see. I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to lock in because I'm finna show y'all, the reason why Donald Trump won this election, man. And y'all, it's a lot of haters out there, man. I got a lot of haters out there. A lot of people's hating on me, you know what I'm saying, because I support President Trump. It's all good. I don't care how people feel. I do not care how people feel, man, because at the end of the day, Donald Trump is finna make it better for all American people, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I need y'all to tap in, man. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment, and turn on all post notification bells, man. Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump? That's what I need to know. Did you vote for Trump? That's what I need to know. Double tap the stream for the win. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bells. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. I told y'all I was going to drop a bomb on y'all this morning, guys, and that's exactly what I'm finna do. I'm finna drop a bomb. I want y'all to pay attention to this debate. Pay attention. Pay attention to this debate, man. Pay attention. And this finna tell you everything that you need to know and perhaps everything I've been sharing with you. Check it out.
Kamala Harris. Subject debate.
Check it out.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here tonight.
Good evening. We are looking forward to a spirited and thoughtful debate.
So let's get started. I want to begin tonight with the issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country. Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing. And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to buy a crib, buy a car seat, buy clothes for their children. My passion, one of them, is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me, but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy. My opponent, on the other hand, his plan is to do what he has done before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax, which would be a 20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month. Economists have said that Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the backs of middle-class people paying for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because it was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago. This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class. On top of that, we have millions of people pouring into our country from prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane asylums, and they're coming in and they're taking jobs that are occupied right now by African Americans and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected very soon. And you see what's happening. You see what's happening with towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings. They're going in violently. These are the people that Xi and Biden led into our country, and they're destroying our country. They're dangerous. They're at the highest level of criminality, and we have to get them out. We have to get them out fast. I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate, but I would like to let Vice President Harris respond on the economy here.
Well, I would love to. Let's talk about what Donald Trump left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Donald Trump left us the worst public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have done and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook, a bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling. What you're going to hear tonight is a detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing if he were elected again. I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have so much more in common than what separates us. And I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
President Trump will give you a minute here to respond.
Number one, I have nothing to do, as you know, and as she knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas, I guess some good, some bad, but it makes no difference. Like I did before, we had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic. And the pandemic was not since 1917, where 100 million people died, has there been anything like it. We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic. We handed them over a country where the economy and where the stock market was higher than it was before the pandemic came in. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military. They give me credit for a lot of things, but not enough credit for the great job we did with the pandemic. But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs. These were jobs bounced back, and it bounced back and it went to their benefit. But I was the one that created them. They know it, and so does everybody else.
Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond.
So Donald Trump has no plan for you. And when you look at his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy, and the best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs has said is that Donald Trump's plan would make the economy worse, mine would strengthen the economy. What the Wharton School has said is Donald Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession. You just have to look at where we are and where we stand on the issues. And I'd invite you to know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
It's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President, I do want to drill down on something you both brought up. The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this, because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports across the board. You recently said that you might double your plan, imposing tariffs up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know, many economists say that with tariffs at that level, costs are then passed on to the consumer. Vice President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing, medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices. What's going to have, and who's going to have higher prices, is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years. I was the only president ever. China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But those tariffs are there 3.5 years now under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country, because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or bacon or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response. And you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade deficit, one of the highest we've ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is, under Donald Trump's presidency, he ended up selling American chips to China to help them improve and modernize their military, basically sold us out, when a policy about China should be in making sure the United States of America wins the competition for the 21st century, which means focusing on the details of what that requires, focusing on relationships with our allies, focusing on investing in American-based technology so that we win the race on AI, on quantum computing, focusing on what we need to do to support America's workforce so that we don't end up having on the short end of the stick in terms of workers' rights. But what Donald Trump did, let's talk about this, with COVID, is he actually thanked President Xi for what he did during COVID. Look at his tweet. Thank you, President Xi, exclamation point, when we know that Xi was responsible for lacking and not giving us transparency about the origins of COVID.
President Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from Taiwan. We hardly make chips anymore because of philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window. She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy. But if she ever got elected, she'd change it. And it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say, and I think it's a lot higher than the 21. That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And just look at what they're doing to our country. They're criminals. Many of these people coming in are criminals. And that's bad for our economy, too. You know, you mentioned before, we'll talk about immigration later. Well, bad immigration is the worst thing that can happen to our economy. They have, and she has, destroyed our country with policy that's insane. Almost policy that you say, They have to hate our country.
President Trump, thank you. Lindsay?
I want to turn to the issue of abortion. President Trump, you've often touted that you were able to kill Roe v. Wade last year. You said that you were proud to be the most pro-life president in American history. Then last month, you said that your administration would be great for women and their reproductive rights. In your home state of Florida, you surprised many with regard to your 6-week abortion ban, because you initially had said that it was too short. And you said, quote, I'm going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks. But then the very next day, you reversed course and said you would vote to support the 6-week ban. Vice President Harris says that women shouldn't trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so many times. Therefore, why should they trust you?
Well, the reason I'm doing that vote is because the plan is, as you know, the vote is, they have abortion in the 9th month. They even have, and you can look at the governor of West Virginia, the previous governor of West Virginia, not the current governor, who's doing an excellent job, but the governor before, he said the baby will be born and we will decide what to do with the baby. In other words, we'll execute the baby. And that's why I did that, because that predominates, because they're radical. The Democrats are radical in that. And her vice presidential pick, which I think is a horrible pick, by the way, for our country, because he is really out of it. But her vice presidential pick says abortion in the 9th month is absolutely fine. He also says execution after birth. It's execution, no longer abortion, because the baby is born, is okay. And that's not okay with me. Hence.
So listen, right? Let me put y'all up on game, right? I told y'all I was going to come on live, right? And talk my shit early this morning. And that's exactly what I'm finna do, right? Because if y'all think about it, yesterday, I'm about to get ready to go to the gym, man. That's why I said, let me go ahead and get my live out the way early this morning. Trump train, bottom of the hour, double tap the stream for the win, because y'all already know what time it is. I told y'all I had a bomb that I was going to drop early this morning. As a matter of fact, guess what? As a matter of fact, I got a new video. I got a new single out, a new song out called Story. That's right. I got a new song out called Story. I got the song posted right now in my community. Y'all need to check that out when I get off live, man. Run the views up for me. But check this out, right? So I told y'all during this debate, right? During this debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, did y'all hear what Trump was saying about tariffs? Did y'all hear what Kamala Harris said? Well, if Donald Trump win the election again, you know, this gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He gonna invite a recession. Gas prices gonna go up. Food prices. Man, since Donald Trump been in office, all that shit done declined, bro. All that shit done declined and went down for the better. So what are we talking about? So this nigga Michael Jones and this other clown that came on my live or sent me that shit through my email, they had a whole lot of shit to say, right? I'm running this video for a reason. This video is to justify what I've been sharing with y'all the whole time. I can't make it up. A lot of y'all act like y'all didn't know Donald Trump was going to be doing this shit. He already told you. In this debate, if you listen, again, I'm playing it for a reason. The man that already told you I was going to cut taxes substantially. I was going to recreate an economy that everybody can benefit, the American citizens. So what are we talking about? So I got to be on here and I got to get on some pro-black shit. That's what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to get on some pro-black shit. Y'all want me to hate Trump because he's white? Man, let me tell y'all something. I ain't going to hold you, right? Come on in the room. I'm about to drop this bomb real fast. Double tap the stream for the win. Trump train by the bottom of the hour. Y'all know what time it is. Get them lights up. We got 173 people in the building right now. I need you to get them lights up. This Trump train. I told y'all this morning I was going to come on here and talk my shit before I go to the gym. I got to work out, man. I ain't smoked a cigarette in 70-some days, man. I'm trying to get my weight back up. I'm trying to get my weight with my hater, pay them back when I'm bigger, like Tupac said. And that's what I'm doing to you haters this morning. You Donald Trump haters out there. We got a lot of Trump haters. We got a lot of people say they love President Trump, but they lying. They don't love the president. They procrastinate. Because check this out, right? The last time I checked, and listen, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. As a matter of fact, I need to know how many Trump supporters I have on my live stream right now. Drop MAGA in my chat. And when you drop MAGA, smash the like button. I need to see how many true Donald Trump supporters I have on my live stream this morning because I ain't done. I just got started. That's right. Big muscle game. Big muscle game. Kamala Harrison on there telling all them lies to them people. You gonna bring Beyonce out. You gonna bring Beyonce out with them big ass ears she got. You gonna bring Oprah Winfrey out with that big ass neck and big ass back she got. You gonna bring Eminem out there to Detroit, Michigan. Supposed to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, out there lying to them people, trying to get Kamala Harris in office as president. What are we talking about? What are we talking about this morning? We talking about the greatest president in the history of America. That's number one. Number two, we talking about the greatest individual leader of all times. Number three, we talking about changes coming rapidly fast here in the United States of America. And if you're rocking with the Trump train, I need you to double tap that stream for the win. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bells, because guess what? I'm trying to tell y'all something, right? You ain't seen nothing yet. And let me put you up on a little secret, right? Y'all remember the situation with P. Diddy? I'm going to tell you why Beyonce came out with that bogus ass shit like she was supporting Kamala Harris. You want me to tell y'all why Oprah came out like she was supporting Kamala? They all caught up in that sex scandal with P. Diddy. They all trapped with P. Diddy. Guess what? Donald Trump finna force the feds to send indictments out. Lock Kamala Harris up. Lock Joe Biden up. Lock Oprah Winfrey up. I told y'all I had a bomb for you, right? Do I need to pull the paperwork out and read it to y'all on live? Do I need to pull the paperwork out to read it to y'all on live, or y'all gonna take my good word on face value? Because the last time I checked, I don't lie to the people. My name is Self-Conscious, a.k.a. Self-Con, the messenger. I'm the messenger. I'm just here to give it to you raw and uncut. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not procrastinating. And I'm getting sick and tired of y'all black niggas out there with that fake pro-black shit. Y'all don't give a fuck. Kamala Harris don't care about no black folks. She never gave a damn about the black folks. Donald Trump care about the black people though. Donald Trump said, you know what? I'm gonna do for the blacks just like I'm doing for the whites. What other president you knew in the history that gave a damn about black people like Donald Trump? No other president other than Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln say, let them people go. Stop cracking them peoples across the back with them whips. Take them peoples out of them cotton fields. Take them croaker sack bags out they fucking hands. Stop kicking they drawers in their ass. That's what Abraham Lincoln put a stop to. But y'all want to sit here and talk shit about Donald Trump when he's a Republican? The same man, the same thing that Abraham Lincoln was? Because the Democrats created slavery. The Democrats harmed the first black man, not the Republicans. And y'all want to sit here and talk about white folks, but not talk about what we do to each other? That's what's pissing me off with y'all. That's what's pissing me off with you ignorant ass, bootlicking ass ninjas. If you black and if you racist, I don't fuck with you. If you white and if you racist, I don't fuck with you either. Do I need to repeat that? Do I need to put that shit on speed dial? Do I need to flex my guns early this morning? Huh? Do I need to showcase my cigarette patch? What I need to do? Double tap the stream for the win. That's what you need to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Because listen, if you's a Donald Trump supporter, and if you support this Trump train, ain't no way you ain't hitting that like button, bro. Why is you not hitting that like button? Because see, you know what? I'm the messenger. I'm here to speak truth. I'm not here to take sides. Because guess what? The white man ain't telling you dumbass niggas to kill each other. The white man ain't say, hey, here go this gun. Turn his TV off. Hit him in the head with the head shot. The white man ain't telling you to do that. Nigga, you doing that shit by choice. You doing it by choice. But you can't take food. me now? Man, y'all gotta hear me now, bro. Y'all gotta be able to hear me now. Y'all hear me? Because listen, let me tell you something. I'm not starting another live stream. I'm not starting another live stream because I know y'all can hear me talking now. Let me put you up on game, right? Listen at this. First and foremost, I'm in my daughter's room, right? So don't worry about what's going on in the background. Worry about what's coming out of my mouth. Double tap that screen. Get them fucking likes up. Get them likes up. Can y'all get them likes up? Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bell. Because I ain't done talking. Somebody just sent me a super chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of that. Because I ain't done talking. I ain't done running my mouth. Can you hear me now? Huh? Can y'all hear me now? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk back to me. Fuck, man. Can y'all hear me? Fucking bullshit, man. I'm upset this morning. I'm pissed off this morning at these ignorant ass niggas. Ignorant ass niggas, man. Start another live stream for what? Y'all can't hear me talking? Can y'all hear me talking? Can y'all hear me talking? Oh, I need to start another live stream. I'm going to start another one. I'll be right back.